shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys drop the maps up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
Deebo Samuel was a revelation for the 49ers in their run to the NFC Championship in his rookie year of 2019. Injuries kept him to just 7 games last year, but he brings a dimension of creativity when he's out on the field. And he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lance going to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike's 54.
First carry for James Conner. A first down for Conner and then some. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh. And his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup. But with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here I come again. Check it out, read.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Gets this one to use check. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On first down, Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Lance. And left side here, it's Graham. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Sermon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards that.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They hand it off to Mostert. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. They'll run with Mostert, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gould for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Greg Dortch returning. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly. Herbert has it knocked free. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
57, Mike, 57.
From the 31, Herbert. Caught by Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
On the ball. We're going 25 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run here with Mostert, and he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
55,
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. First man through. It's the fullback Juszczyk.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
We got 25 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This is Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They run once more with Sermon.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
57 to Mike.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the 49ers first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready. We're going 25 to Mike. Cover for you.
On the handoff, Sermon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
50 seconds, right? Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, fellas.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Exit. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. You think of it, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners, they boost their